Hey there, thanks for tuning into DuckBricks. I'm Chris, and today I have a very exciting announcement for all of you. Following a soft launch a few months ago just to get things ready for our Toa 2 Yet fan-in contest, I am incredibly excited to announce that the DuckBricks resin printing and 3D printing store is now open for business. So just in case you're not entirely sure what exactly this is, let's go over and show some examples right now. So a big focus of what we do here at DuckBricks is reviewing all of the fan-created canonized models or even just winners of the fan-in contest, which may not be canon but have been voted as the best models for a particular segment. So for example, we've got the different Toa right here. These are the official canon winners of the TTV canonization contest, but the problem is, if you want to rebuild them yourselves, there are a lot of custom elements. Whether it involves painted elements or special 3D printed stuff, this can kind of be a hassle to build yourself. Which is why I wanted to open up the DuckBricks Big Cartel Resin store to make it easy for people to have their own custom Bionicle related pieces all in one storefront. So what's really exciting is that what I've done is essentially I have taken all of these 3D printed elements, like say for example Bomanga here has a lot of different metal green elements where every single piece here that is metal green did not ever exist in that color. It had to be 3D printed, and what I'm doing is I'm printing them in mass and essentially selling each piece individually, but I also am selling kits, so if you want to build all of the pieces needed to make Bomanga, you can purchase it as a full kit on my site. And the same goes for Pooks and Koalas and Gaki here. All of the different Toa are available for either individual purchase or just depending on whatever you want to do. Now you did get to see those pieces up close in my reviews, and these are literally the exact pieces I'm selling. I'm printing them with the same printer, so if you want to take a closer look at the quality of the kinds of FDM 3D prints, just go ahead and check out my reviews on the Toa which are linked below. Now I actually have a few other surprises though, because not only do we have these special 3D printed elements, which you can see here, this for example are just some of the elements that are included in the Gaki kit. Copper is a very cool and striking color that we didn't get a ton of Bionicle pieces for, but as you can see, these essentially are supposed to be the exact Lego Bionicle pieces, just in a different color. They've been printed at a very high quality and they work basically correctly with any other piece. But that's not all, because aside from canon stuff like the Toa I also am actually working on a lot of other projects to make your own mocks and builds. So for instance, the Toa 2 Yet mock, which is not canon but eventually won the DuckBricks fan-in contest. If you want to get the Nui Stone and the special Mask of Intangibility there, designed by King K, you can actually pick that up on my actual store as well, which you can see as you zoom in, and of course if you check out the 2 Yet review, this has actually been resin casted, so it is a very, very high quality of a mask here. It really does feel like an official Bionicle piece, and I've done my best to color match it as close as possible to the original dark blue. So this, if you want to build Toa 2 Yet yourself, you can just get the mask and the Nui Stone if you wish, so there you have it right there. And we also have all the pieces you need to make the canon Toa Hellrix mock, such as this one right here with the very specialized mask. Right now I have an alternate version with a more metallic shiny blue because I felt that would be a little bit more interesting, but we also have a perfect match for Mata Blue as well if you just want to keep it to the traditional color scheme. But as I mentioned, we are going beyond just standard canon models because there are a lot of really special surprises I have in store, and brand new items will be uploaded to the store on a regular basis, such as these for example. As you can see here, these are eye stalks made in colors that they never originally were to begin with, such as transparent pink eyes, so in case you want to build kind of a Metru style of Tahu, transparent clear eyes, standard black eyes right here, which could be good for say a zombie-like character on the Red Star, as well as transparent purple. And if you have any requests, do let me know in the comments and I will do my best to fulfill those because I am just getting started. I can do all sorts of colors, pretty much anything that you would want, so say for example transparent orange, transparent yellow, any sort of transparent color is very easy to be done with resin printing like this. So, and these are pretty cheap as well, so do check out the store if you want to get different eye colors for your Bionicle characters. But again, there is still more to start with. So going back to the canon models here, let's say for example you want to use a specific type of paint but don't really have a particular 3D mask to work off of. I also have white versions of all the pieces that you need to complete the Toa such as this mask right here, which has been 3D printed in very high quality right here and even sanded down so you can see the white version of the mask in case you want to use your own paint to make sure the colors are consistent with maybe other pieces you already have painted. Aside from that, we have quite a few different masks here, which I have. This is just a small selection of the actual dozens and dozens of different masks available and different Bionicle pieces, such as a transparent pink cow. This has been one of the most requested pieces for me, is being able to get this transparent pink piece, which is very, very striking. It almost is a neon-like color, so quite excited to have that added to my store. We've also got transparent purple Ignikas and really transparent purple versions of any other mask. And again, you can check out all the photos on my store. Here's another example of the Toa 2 mask in the dark blue there. You can see the quality at which this has been printed is very, very high. And then we also have a lot of different transparent blue masks. So let's say, for example, you wanted to make a transparent blue 2 mask, you can do that. You've got a transparent blue How and even the transparent blue mask for Helrix there, plus the Nui Stone. And that's not all, because I have a ton of different things available for the store. This is just kind of the backlog. I have these all available, such as a black Ignika if you want to represent the Ignika at the moment where the life force died of it. You also have different resin casted black Metru torsos. This is also included in a larger Toa Bomanga kit, so you don't have to go on Bricklink and try to track down 5 of the Metru torsos. These work exactly as you would expect them to. They are just standard Metru torsos. The color match is pretty perfect, as you can see here, and it is a much cheaper alternative than going on Bricklink because, again, I am selling all 5 of them at once in a single kit. So if you want to make it easy on yourself, you can just go ahead and check that out as well. Now, of course, there are almost too many things to talk about here. Some more copper elements, like this one right here for Toa Gaki, which is a very cool color. Love making things in copper as well. We've got all sorts of different molds, like the Akmal mask mold or the Kanohi Rao here in trans purple. You have even some G2 masks, like the G2 Mask of Fire for Toa Tahu here. And let's see, there's all sorts of different things, older versions of the Gaki mask when the competition was still going on, and this was kind of a preliminary version of it. So all sorts of different things. I even have a somewhat okay match to the transparent clear Mask of Fire, which was a Comic-Con exclusive. So there are all sorts of different pieces, and I cannot wait to actually showcase the store to all of you, because this is just scratching the surface of what is to come. So here we have a sneak peek at what the storefront actually looks like. Of course, more products will be added on a very regular basis, so do keep checking back in for that. But here's kind of the initial selection I have right now. Obviously, I've tried to organize these in different categories, starting off with the different Tuyet masks, because while this shop was open for around 2 weeks to support the Tuyet Fanon contest back around April and May, these were the most popular items, so I wanted to make sure that people were able to get them if they wanted. These two are actually resin casted, the Mask of Intangibilities, and then the rest here are just standard FDM 3D printed. Of course, you have the Nui Stone, and if you want the specialized barbed broadsword by King K, you can get that as well. Then moving on downwards, we have my different selections for the Metru eye stocks. I've actually included a color match to the original trans light blue eye stock, which you can see right there. The reason for doing that is because this is now very expensive on Bricklink after being used in the Canon Artaka model. So I figured, why not actually include that on my storefront for a relatively cheap price, only $3.50, which is, I believe, a lot cheaper than getting it on Bricklink, especially in bulk. Moving on, we have the Mask of Ultimate Power here, the standard one in black if you want to build the Journey to One Makuta, and we have a variety of different Ignikas as well. And do let me know if you want me to produce a pearl gold one. I can probably very easily do that just by 3D printing, so that's probably definitely going to be on my list as well. Moving forwards, we have a couple of the Toahaga kits. Now, these are just a few, and I will be adding more and more for each of the other Toahaga as well, but you can see the Bomanga one here and the Gaki one for the Mega Packs. But if you just want to get individual pieces, you can actually purchase just the individual pieces in different colors, should you wish. So right now, I really do only have support for Bomanga and Gaki just when the store opens. I've got a couple of the other ones for Pooks and Koalas to paint the masks yourselves, but of course, I will be publishing more and more products, and very, very soon, I should have the rest of the Toahaga. Moving onwards from here, we have just some other miscellaneous things. You can actually get resin-casted adaptive flight Kanohi Bakaris, or the Beast Claws, which were showcased in my Onua revamp video. You can also get the Mask of Psychometry, as well as just different stuff like a transparent purple Mask of Creation. You've got the trans purple Cow and whatnot, and of course, so much more stuff, and I will be restocking the transparent pink Cow soon. So if you do want the transparent pink Cow, keep an eye out. That will be restocked very soon. And again, this is just a sneak preview because I will be putting literally hundreds of different items on the store, all based on your comments down below. So I do hope you enjoy this storefront. And one last thing I forgot to mention, I'm still kind of honestly figuring out how Big Cartel works, but if you go to my main homepage, which is duckbricks.bigcartel.com, it actually brings you to a featured products page, which is the one that you kind of see right here. These are the featured products. However, if you go on the menu bar and actually go to the shop itself, you can see all my products. And what's really great is you can actually see the categories. So if you're only looking for resin printed masks, you can click on that and it will show you all of the resin printed masks and heads that I have available right here. If you're only looking for miscellaneous pieces, you can click on that. It'll show you the eye stalks and the feet and whatnot. And let's say you're looking for FDM plastic printed stuff. For the miscellaneous pieces, it'll bring you to this, which is mostly Toahaga stuff. And for the masks, you can see stuff like this, which have been FDM printed. Of course, I do have a category for miscellaneous DuckBricks merch as well. If you want to support the DuckBricks channel and get something in return, you can definitely go check out a keychain, which is specially laser cut using a high-end laser cutter to actually put the DuckBricks logo on there, like so. Of course, if you go to all products, again, go to the menu and hit the shop button, it'll bring you to all products. You can see pretty much everything I have for sale, such as there you can see the trans pink cow right there. You've got some resin printed trans purple stuff like the Kakamas. Of course, the black Rao for Akmao if you want to make a Matoran version of Akmao, as well as all sorts of different things here. So do please check out the storefront. I hope you enjoy, and thank you so much for checking it out. And in case you want to peek under the hood, here is my manufacturing lab here. You can see we have some state-of-the-art machines making your products here, such as the Prusa SL1S resin printer. You can actually see the Mask of Ultimate Power all queued up there. I didn't actually showcase that on video because I actually sold out of these very quickly, so this was one of our more popular items, but I am always making more. So we've got resin printer right here. This is our curing station, the CW1S. The way this works is that I actually place the actual completed print in a vat of isopropyl alcohol, which you can see right here. It automatically churns it with a propeller on the inside of the device, and when that's done, I actually remove the tank and it functions as a dual use where I can place a piece right here and use the UV light which is spread on it to actually cure the piece in record time, making sure that I can actually produce your orders and get them shipped to you within the week. Moving on, we have a couple of different 3D printers here. Personally, I love using the Prusa i3 Mark III's, which you can see I've got a pair of printers here. We got the actual shiny gold loaded up, and this gold is actually a really good match for the pearl gold color for Bionicle. So if you want any specific piece in pearl gold, I am very happy to work on that as well. But in addition to that, we have so many more things left because there's a lot of materials and a lot of colors I have to work with here. So right here, you can see literally a bin of all my different resin colors here. So this one, let's see, this is a gold right here. And then we've got this one in black. We've got the standard Mata red here. So all sorts of different standard colors, even some stranger stuff. Like this is just a clear color right there, and transparent blues and yellows. But what's even better is that I actually have the tools available to mix my own colors. Right here, this is actually made for resin. I use these little tool droplets to actually hand mix the colors until I get them perfectly for the right color that is needed for a particular color match for a Lego piece. It sometimes takes a lot of trial and error, but I do my best to actually get this perfect for all of you. Now, in addition to these, I actually have some metallic colors as well. You can see copper, silver, pearl, gunmetal, and we've got some just standard black here as well. So all sorts of great things. And if worst comes to worst, I also have spray paint, so we can actually spray paint some pieces a particular color if you choose. And that's not all, because this is pretty much just for the resin stuff. We have a whole drawer here full of stuff for 3D printing filament. So if we go into here, you can see all the different spools of 3D printing filament, and this goes all the way to the back. So as you can see there are so many different colors and shades of filament here. This has been a pretty major investment for me to get this store up and running, because I know it is filling a kind of a big gap in the Bionicle niche market, which really wants special custom sized pieces. And even here we have some more stuff. So here we've got all my different 3D printing materials, even more filament here in basically any color you can think of. A drawer here, even more stuff here. And as you can see, this is one of my next projects, which is making Roxy elements in all sorts of different colors. Some of the supports are still on there, but you can see purple Roxy feet, you've got yellow Roxy feet, you've got the blue Roxy spines, all sorts of different Roxy elements here in all sorts of different colors. So if you want to make the canon Roxys, you can go ahead and do that yourself. But that is just the beginning of all of this, because there is so much stuff we can do here. And of course, even when I'm away from home, I can remotely monitor all of your prints to make sure they're going well. So I've got a camera right here, which allows me to check in on every single print and make sure it's functioning perfectly correctly as they're being produced. With that, that basically sums up all of the different machinery here. You can see different cameras even hanging down right here, so I can just really check on the print itself. And I am incredibly excited to get to work and start making different 3D printed stuff, whether it's with plastic or with resin. The choices are available for you to pick, so go check out the store linked in the description below. Again, this is kind of just an early batch because there's a lot more I'm making, and I will be open for commissions very soon. So if you do want to commission me, go ahead and message me on Discord, and I will do my best to make something very special just for you. And so let's now move on to the conclusion. Now it is time for you to give me your comments, because I am always wondering what sorts of new masks and pieces and Bionicle weapons and armor can I make. Again, pretty much I can do almost any color, any piece in any color, so do let me know down in the comments below, is there a piece that you've been desperately wanting to get as official, as kind of as close to official as you can get as a physical Lego piece, but simply are not able to, you can't get the color right or can't get the resin casting right. I will do my best to have that available on my store for as low as a price as I possibly can. Thank you all so much for checking it out, and once again, any purchase that you make on the Big Cartel store goes directly into allowing me to make more videos for the DuckBricks channel. So if you enjoy the content that I make and you enjoy tuning into DuckBricks and seeing all sorts of different reviews and Lego news and discussions, this is a really great way to support the channel and actually get something back in return. Now, it's been a long journey setting up this store and getting a resin printer and getting the 3D printer working fully perfectly, but I finally have all the kinks worked out, which is why I am so excited to be officially launching the store now. And one last thing, the first 50 customers will get a free special DuckBricks laser cut keychain. So you want to show your DuckBricks pride out in the world, you can use the DuckBricks keychain, which you can see on screen right now in a random color, transparent green or transparent clear or transparent yellow, really all sorts of different colors. You will get one free for the first 50 people who place an order on my store. Thank you all so much for your attention. I really hope that you do check out the store and enjoy what I have to offer. I really appreciate your attention. And again, be sure to like and subscribe to DuckBricks for even more Lego news, reviews, discussion, and analyses coming your way very soon. And again, let me know in the comments, what do you want to see? Thanks, and bye-bye for now.